Hi everyone, I'm Ashok Kumar, yes, and I'm also called as Ashok SLSK. I'm an Android developer by profession and passion. I'm working in a company called Duns in southern part of India. Let's start this episode. So, in this episode, we are going to analyze what we have done in the earlier episode. A simple calculator, simple counter, which is initialized 0 in global and gets incremented every time on click of a button. So, So why don't we log? So I have a pretty easy trick. If you type log t, it'll populate your log tag with your class name. So we can use it, and we can call one more method called log m, which populates the method name with the value. So we don't need a value because we're not clicking anything, but we might need the counter after clicking. So we can see that in our console. So that's one pretty much easy thing. And after that, so it's in relative layout. In relative layout, we can align the components based on a lot of parameters. But so one problem with the relative layout is based on the device sizes, uh, it'll miss the alignment. Now the button is center in parent and the text view is on top of the click, which is the button. But in certain devices this alignment goes wrong, so I recommend use linear layout usually and create multiple linear layouts and have the alignment that you need to have, and that scale down using weights, and that will work properly with every devices, so that we will see in anyhow in future episodes. So here, what are the other XML attributes that we can explore? So here we can actually change the entire text background, which can be color, primary dark, or let's say primary accent. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Does not look good. So we can change that entire background of the layout to be that, and we can change the button background, but it will lose its click effect. So let it be that. What else? So we have a lot of text uh, attribute. I would recommend all my watchers to go and explore. Yeah, as we saw, we have a button and all the text inside the text is capital, but say suppose we want click me if you can, me if you can. So suppose you want the text to be appeared however you have typed. So click me if you can is in capital. So if you want it in the way that you want it, so text all caps false, so that it will be the way you typed. I'll remove that anyways. And okay, so let me show you one more trick. So I'll add an ID here in the layout. Say I'll call this as container, and I will map that container from my Java class relative layout. As I said, relative layout is also a view, So what do we do in this view? I'll show you what are we going to do now. So I'll find view by id r dot id dot container, and okay, we have got our container. So I'll create a for I for I is equal to 0 and I is less than 3. Let's create a button B, new button, this B dot set text generated button. So when you don't set the button parameters, it will have the normal buttons attribute. So now you can pass that B here or there. So now in random position, these buttons are going to be added to the relative layout. I'll show you in a minute. The program is compiled, it's installing. Yes. So if you can see, one button is being added, generated. So all the three buttons are added in the same place because it's relative layout. So let's change its container to be linear layout, and orientation we need to mention orientation to be vertical. Okay, so that looks decent, and here we again have to change our relative layout to linear layout, and linear layout we cast it as linear layout. So I'm doing an instant run, so it'll restart my app. It's compiled, so let's see. Yes, our generated 0, generated 1, generated 2 is here. Our click counts is also working fabulously fine. So that's it for this. So hope we have a lot of other futuristic stuff in future. I'm going to bring on a lot of interesting content in upcoming episodes. Please stay tuned.